Okay, for the next part of the project, I'm going to be using my tracing paper, my tracing wheel, and I have my pattern that I've already cut out. So I'm going to take this and put it over here for just a minute. On the pattern, we have lots of pattern markings. I need to make sure with my tracing paper and wheel that I mark all of the dotted lines. Okay, so there's one here, and one here. So I'm gently going to unpin my pattern where I need to use the tracing paper and wheel. I'm going to move a pin here and a pin here, and then I'm going to use my tracing paper. I also need to mark the buttonhole on this particular pattern. So everything that is dotted lines needs to be marked. If I'm using tracing paper, usually you want to use the tracing paper on the wrong side of the fabric. So if I'm marking the wrong side of the fabric, I take my tracing paper and put it so that both sides are out so that I can slide it into my fabric. And then I don't want to take my tracing paper and wheel and saw it. I want to go in one continuous line across the fabric. And I want to make sure that I have both pieces of tracing paper lined up, and then I'm going to actually hit all of the markings that are there with both pieces of tracing paper. So now you can see that I have my 3 lines that I traced. And if I'm doing the buttonhole on this particular pattern, I'm going to now mark the outside because that's where I'm going to put my buttonholes. So I want to make sure that I have a buttonhole here. So now you can see that I can mark on the outside of my pattern.